Welcome, everyone, to our full moon ceremony tonight. Tonight, we celebrate the full moon in Capricorn and the sun in the sign of Cancer. Before we begin our discussion about these two very different energies, I would like to do a little review of the spiritual significance of the full moon and the 5 days surrounding the full moon. We've talked a lot about the energies of the full moon, but not so much about the 5 days surrounding the full moon. So I'd like to spend just a few minutes tonight doing that. Through the writings of Alice Bailey, who worked with the Tibetan master Dwal Kul, we learned that there are 5 days that are dedicated to the celebration of the full moon. The first 2 days before the full moon are called the days of preparation. During these 2 days, we attempt to hold an attitude of dedication and service. We open our minds in receptivity so that we may be attuned to whatever our soul wishes to impart to us. Always the focus is on ways that the hierarchy can work through us. We prepare ourselves to become channels of spiritual force. Sitting in meditation on the first of these 2 days, we attune our consciousness to an attitude of aspiration, of upward striving, and of gratitude. We honor the Christ as the head of the hierarchy and give our gratitude to all those beings who have gone before us and prepared the way. Attuning our hearts and minds to our greatest aspirations, we strive to hold our consciousness at as high a level as is possible for us. And we endeavor to hold this state of consciousness as we go through our day. In meditation on the second day of preparation, we dedicate ourselves to the plan and the purpose of the hierarchy. We affirm our intention to use the energies for the highest good of all humanity. We consciously renounce any obstacles that we are aware of that might keep us from becoming one with our souls. On the actual day of the full moon, sometimes called the day of contact, we carry within ourselves an inner silence, a quiet repose. We sit in meditation and align ourselves with the servers of the world so that a powerful magnetic field is created and the spiritual energies are poured through that channel into our auras and over the planet. At the exact moment of the full moon, we are aware that this is the moment of contact. It is as if at that exact moment, the spiritual realms are reaching down toward humanity, and humanity is reaching upwards in their aspirations. And at that exact moment, contact is possible. Connection is possible. We make of ourselves a chalice of receptivity and hold our minds steady in the light as the energies descend. We regard ourselves as recipients of as much of that inflowing spiritual force as we can hold. And we see ourselves as the custodians of this powerful energy. Throughout the rest of the day, we hold the awareness that we are filled with light, love, and power. And we are careful not to waste or misuse these sacred energies. We forget ourselves in our awareness of the needs of humanity. The 2 days following the full moon are called the days of assimilation, distribution, and radiation. We focus on assimilating the energies into our physical, emotional, and mental bodies. We allow them to blend and stimulate all of our bodies. As we sit in meditation on these days, we may receive new inspirations and new impressions of how we can use the contacted energies for the upliftment of humanity. On these last 2 days, the focus is also on the outer world, and our efforts will be to pass on whatever spiritual energies we may have contacted. As we meditate, we may sense the need, and we make an intense effort to radiate those spiritual energies out into the world. We are encouraged to repeat the great invocation at sunrise, noon, 5 p.m., and sunset on each of the 5-day period. This united invocative appeal has tremendous potency and assists the hierarchy in impressing humanity with the power of the energies that are pouring forth. This is the esoteric perspective on the full moon, but it is also a wonderful practice for ourselves and for our group. It will assist in raising the consciousness of humanity and help us expand our consciousness as well. Tonight, we celebrate not only the energies of the full moon, but also the energies of the summer solstice. The sun enters the sign of Cancer on this summer solstice day, and the exact moment of this summer solstice was 1:51 p.m. this afternoon. As you probably know, the summer solstice marks the time of the year when we start getting shorter days and longer nights. In fact, the root word solstice means sun standing still. So this day, we are the beneficiaries of the solar power of the sun, the star that gives us life. Symbolically, the summer solstice represents awakening, enlightenment, and the triumph of light over dark. When we meet in ceremony to honor this important day, we energize and harness the energy of the sun. Throughout history, with so much light being showered upon the earth on this day, it's been known as one of the most powerful days of the year for spiritual growth and healing. The solstice also signifies the time when the earth is at the fullness of her strength, her fertility, her abundance. So we can ask ourselves, how can we take advantage of this energy of manifestation? How can we begin to feel more abundant? What can we do to draw that energy into ourselves? And can we express our gratitude for all that is ours? Like the fertility of the solstice, we might ponder, what is lying fertile within us? And taking advantage of the strength of this season, is it possible for you to demonstrate your fierce, compassionate strength this month? Solstices are known to be energetic gateways where there is a thinning of the veil, and cosmic energies can more easily penetrate our Earth's atmosphere, as well as our own psyches. It's a good time to be in meditation because it is an opportunity to receive guidance and assistance from the spiritual realms. And we are told that the fairies are very close to us at this time, that they are around in great numbers. So this is also an opportunity to open and commune with their energy. In the natural world, this is a time of celebration. It's a time to celebrate the fruits of our labor. We celebrate the earth, feminine, yin energy, whereas at the winter solstice, we honored the heavens, the masculine yang energy. At the winter solstice, we honored the darkness. It was symbolic of a time of withdrawal, of rest and hibernation. So at the summer solstice, we celebrate the light, expansion, and growth. We honor our connection to the sun as our source of light and life, just as we honor the light that is within each of us. So I hope you had time today to be out in nature and to feel your appreciation and gratitude for the earth's bounty and abundance. So tonight we celebrate the light. We celebrate the fullness of our lives, the change of the seasons, and the bounty of Gaia. Let's talk now for a few moments about the energies of Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer is a water sign, and at the level of the personality, it is symbolized by the crab. The crab hides under its shell. It's territorial, tenacious, and uses its pincers to hold on to family, old ideas, old ways of being, old wounds. It does not forget or forgive easily. However, the mantra for the soul-centered Cancerian is, I build a lighted house and therein dwell. Cancer must learn to come out of her shell, light up the house within her, and welcome the world into her home. The Cancer energy is mothering. It wants to settle down, create a nest. It wants to nurse others, to fix others. It wants to protect loved ones from pain. The Cancer personality has a very tender emotional nature, and it's hard for her to say no. She can have a hard time standing firm and requiring discipline from others. Being firm can actually cause her pain. Cancer is a water sign, so naturally fluid, but she can feel too much and might cope by overreacting or by becoming overly protective. Cancer is ruled by the moon, so the tides can bring mood swings. It's easily influenced by the environment, meaning that it can be swayed easily by the mainstream thinking because she doesn't like to swim against the current. She can be very defensive when hurt and does not like change. The Cancer personality has to learn about boundaries, has to develop discernment. What is mine emotionally? And what am I picking up from others? How do I keep from being overwhelmed by other people's needs and feelings? How do I use my nurturing tendencies without becoming sacrificial? We become sacrificial when we take care of others at the expense of our own needs. The more we disregard our own feelings and needs, the greater is the risk that we will violate the rights and concerns of others. Well, this is where the energies of Capricorn can become useful. Capricorn is an earth sign, pragmatic, practical, more detached emotionally. It has the voice of a strong inner authority, and it doesn't listen so much to the clamor of the masses. He trusts his inner wisdom. Capricorn represents conscious, autonomous individuality. This is who I am, says the Capricorn, who is connected to his soul. His inner alignment is strong and secure. So the Cancer Capricorn polarity requires that we balance the nurturer and the achiever, that we equalize the energy spent in fulfilling emotional needs with the energy expended in pursuing external goals and ambitions. We are called to observe and fine-tune the balance between objectivity and subjectivity, to be neither aloof nor needy, but to realize the importance of being both resilient and vulnerable, of having both good boundaries and a caring empathy. Not an easy balance to achieve. I know because I have my moon in Cancer and my rising sun is Capricorn. I've struggled with those polarities my entire life. An interesting aspect of this Cancer Capricorn polarity is their position on the zodiacal wheel. Cancer sits at the bottom of the zodiacal wheel in the fourth house. It symbolizes our foundation, where our home is. It is the mother principle. Capricorn symbolizes the father, spirit, autonomous individuality, earth, stability. It sits at the top of the wheel, the mountaintop, in the 10th house, where we share our gifts with the world. So, in a very real sense, our evolutionary journey must take us first into the depths of the mother, of matter, of the collective unconscious. Then, having recognized our primal source and opened our hearts to the world, we ascend upwards to Capricorn, where we become a conscious individual, ready to take our integrated energies out into the world. So let us prepare now for meditation. Take a moment now to get comfortable in your seat, sitting with the spine erect, but with no tension or constriction. Now let us begin by taking a few deep breaths. Feeling the breath enter the body, filling it with light and ease. Notice any tension in the body and send the healing breath to those places. Feel the body release and let go as you exhale. Sit for a few moments now and just allow the breath to help you to come home into the body, to settle and relax. Now take a moment and send the breath into your emotional body, settling down any feelings or sensations that may be disturbing your peace. Then send your breath into the mind. Ask the mind to cooperate with you as you begin this meditation. Ask for it to quiet down, to let the busy chatter subside for just this time. Now imagine the light of the soul coalescing in a ball of light above your head. Send your attention there and ask to be connected to this great source of wisdom. Feel that alignment take place now. Now, in your imagination, in your mind's eye, take yourself deep, deep into the earth, the home of the mother. Imagine her loving, compassionate nature holding you, filling you with her presence. This is the ground of your being, your true foundation. Feel the strength there is in that. Nothing can ever change this deep connection. Here is your true security. Visualize yourself lying in a field of fragrant flowers lying on the earth. Breathe in the sweet smell and feel the safety of this sacred place, filled with the energy of the mother, her protective shield surrounding you. Feel the energy of Cancer as it fills the air, and breathe in that loving, gentle, nurturing sweetness. Feel how you are honored for your feelings, how your intuition is supported, how your creativity and sensitivity is totally understood and accepted as a gift. Affirm now to yourself, I am one with my emotional nature. I accept these gifts of Cancer that have come to me. Like water, I flow easily with the tides and my moods. I honor my vulnerability because I know it softens my heart. Now, holding these energies of Cancer within you, let us travel up the mountaintop of Capricorn. Visualize this area at the top of your head. At the mountaintop, we receive the energies of Capricorn. Imagine that long and arduous journey up the mountain. Feel the courage that it took to steadfastly put one foot in front of the other. Determined and committed, you carried on. Fearless in your pursuit to reach the top. Now, standing at the top, filled with the light of illumination, allow yourself to feel your inner strength. Breathe it into your being. Capricorn and Cancer meet here within you, spirit and matter, heaven and earth, strength and vulnerability, earth and water. You dwell within this illumination, integrated and aligned. Give yourself a few moments to sit within this vortex of light. Let this be our prayer for the Cancer month. O blessed ones, pour down upon us the love, the light of the Christ. This is my dwelling place. Within this love, within this lighted house. Now gently bring yourselves back, opening your eyes, moving your hands and feet, and sending your energy back into the earth to help ground you. And of course, we have to close with a poem. This one is called The House of Belonging by David White. I awoke this morning in the gold light, turning this way and that, thinking for a moment it was one day like any other. But the veil had gone from my darkened heart, and I thought it must have been the quiet candlelight that filled my room. It must have been the first easy rhythm with which I breathed myself to sleep. It must have been the prayer I said, speaking to the darkness of the night. And I thought, this is a good day. You could meet your love. Or this is the black day. Someone close to you could die. This is the day you realize how easily the thread is broken between this world and the next. And I found myself sitting up in the quiet pathway of light. The tawny, close-grained cedar burning round me like fire, and all the angels of this housely heaven ascending through the first roof of light the sun had made. This is the bright home in which I live. This is where I ask my friends to come. This is where I want to love all the things it has taken me so long to learn to love. This is the temple of my aloneness, and I belong to that aloneness as I belong to my life. There is no house like the house of belonging. Namaste, my friends. Let's remember, I forgot to mention this on the audio. Let's remember that tomorrow is the day of contact. And so that's Friday. Saturday and Sunday are the days of distribution. So just be conscious of how you use your energies those days of distribution, and really hold a place of quiet within yourself tomorrow as those strong energies descend. And stay safe and don't get COVID. Okay, my friends, we'll see you next month. Thank you for joining me. Blessings, good health, be safe. Love to you all.